Fantasy, a place where dreams come true. You'll see fantasy, magic can happen to you. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, what is on the news agenda for today? Recent transactions I made in Earth 2 and mistakes I made with Veve. Okay, transactions with Earth 2. I have figured out about the mentars, and what I've been doing is I just bought mentars on all my properties that had 750 tiles. Like one or two that had like 580 and plus, I did. The mentars that I'm going to eventually get on the rest of my properties, that we're all going to get on the rest of our properties, I was going to have for free. You just have to log in every day. How much is it to you? How much is it worth to you? How much is Ether or Essence worth to us? Right now, technically, we don't know. So on the big properties, yeah, I'm gonna spend the $5 that it takes to get a mentor on there. Why? Because, well, out of those types of things, what is 52% likely to find something? Let me go in. I think E2 Meta had a really good. I should have probably had this beforehand. Yeah, so the mentor slots. 1 to 10 tiles, if you have a slot on there, yeah, one slot detects 96%. And again, this was via Earth 2 Meta. Channel, I think it's just Meta. So moving on from that, if I have a couple at 750 tiles, and if you round up 52% plus, I'd say a lot of them are going to find every day. I don't know how long it takes, but that's just what I'm doing. I haven't bought any new jewel slots. I haven't bought any new jewels for Earth 2. I've just been going on saying like, okay, I bought enough. I claimed I think 80 something the other day and 30 something yesterday. Let's see if there's any right now. If there's not, I'm sure there'll be later. If I go to resources, no new jewels as of today. I'll get back to that after I go over some Veve stuff. Mistakes I've made with Veve, and for those of you guys that do not know, I am an addict. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I will always be that. I have an issue with buying things, shopaholic, or also buying and not selling. I have told you guys literally last week that whatever happens on the drop for Spider-Man, most likely what would happen is Saturday and Sunday, the FOMO is going to sit in. I thought maybe $4,000, $8,000, whatever it was that Spider-Man was going to top on Saturday and Sunday. I knew, in my heart, that it would peter out the middle of this week, where I paid the lowest that I paid. Again, I paid the cheapest that there was for Spider-Man, the secret rare on Saturday. I'm Sunday when everything came live. So it's not like I spent, like whatever, like dirty, guy with money. Just the cheapest that there was, which again I'm sure was going to go down, which it did, was about 3,200 for that secret rare, and I paid it. And now 157 in the market. You could literally get it for $1,200 less. You can get one right now, number 904 for $2,000. You can go to my streams, Friday, Saturday, whatever it was, and that's exactly what I said. But I also said that there's a chance that between, Veve coming out, Okomi finally starting to do, let the Rodgers and Cowan do a lot of advertising, getting them advertising on just Altcoin Daily, Crypto R Us, that guy. I said maybe between that in conjunction with the fact that Marvel tweeted this out, Spider-Man tweeted this out, and between the both of them, I think they had like 13 million followers. Like, all right, we're probably going to get a couple more followers. A couple thousand more people are interested. And we did. But at the same time, after that, they had also announced, okay, well, this is going to be Marvel month. We're going to have blind boxes. Who knows what it's going to be for this week. All I know is I have to start thinking about this differently because I FOMO'd out the gate. And there's a million other people just like me that are going to FOMO out the gate as well. So try not to make the same mistakes that I did, even though that I knew in my heart I could get it cheaper right now, and I did not. I said that. I just FOMO'd right out the gate on the off chance that it would moon. But yeah, so here we are, where I cost myself an extra $1,200 when I did not need to. Most likely, that's what's going to happen. Let's say this week we have Thor. Let's say this week we have Iron Man. Let's say this week Captain America, Hulk. I don't know what we have, but if we do have it, whatever it does, guaranteed that even if it's ultra rare, secret, ultra duper rare, whenever it comes on for sale, there's going to be a pump, and then there's going to be there's going to be a not so pump where you can get it pretty cheap. Generally, that's what. So whatever happens, if I can get the secret rare or the ultra rare, whatever they have on this next drop, I'll get it on the drop. And if not, and if I do get it, whatever I get, I'm going to sell as soon as we're able to, because I know that next week what we're going to have is just being able to buy something at a discount. So again, this has happened multiple times in a row. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing. Moving on to comments real quick, because I'm still salty that I cost myself a little bit of money. Wow, we got a lot of people here. Side by Side Gamer says, I want this just to start now. I'm sorry, guys. Brendan Z. Leon Max Studio says, wow, live at 4.15 Dutch time. Oh, hi, Cyclone Darpa. How's it going? Noah Guitar says, damn, FOMO costs money. My man, someone paid $5,000 for a 37x mint Superman. Could have waited and got a lower mint at lower price. Yeah, and I did the same exact thing. I paid, I think, $3,200 for Spider-Man number 390. People bought like 20. I think someone bought a number like 290 something for 2,500. So, am I a fool? Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome for the Omi burn, but yeah, I'm a big fool. No Guitar says, watch in 2 to 3 weeks. Superman will be like 1,500 to 1,700 base, and I'm buying camp. I don't think Superman is going to moon that quickly to do another 3x. I think right now where it is, Superman is what, 5? I don't even think it was 500. It was down to 340 at one point. Let's see where Superman is right now. 390. So I don't see Superman really going over 1,000 anytime soon, much less 1,500. Just my opinion, though. What says Superman or Spider? Oh, all right, Spider-Man. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I was like, but we have corrected that. He's a Spider-Man. 1,500 to 1,700. I'm not gonna lie. If I can get another secret rare Spider-Man for 1,500, I might have to get another one. I might have to do that. Outside that, my next one, outside of being able to get the drops, my next set is going to be Batman Black and White that I'm going to get. I don't care if I can get bubbles for a good deal. Let's say if Donnie was $10,000, no, I can't do. I don't. I keep missing out on this set. I don't want to anymore. It might take, I don't know how long, but that's the next one I'm going to go for. No, as Randy, if all Marvel drops will be 8.5% fee to sell on market, or will drops from now on. It's for all drops for Marvel. But I mean, it's definitely not impossible. Let's say, again, I buy something for $400, and even if I sell it right now for 5x, $2,000, okay, that's fine. I could go and I'll have no issue paying that 8% fee. Like, fees and taxes are just a part of life. Like, that's just, you got to bite the bullet. That's the cost of doing business. This is what I've learned. You can get some people be like, oh, well, doing this trick and doing this trick. Yeah, okay, maybe it can save you a couple of pennies in the grand scheme of things, but and maybe people are making so little, like a $20,000 thing to the IRS, they're probably not going to notice. You're right. Maybe you can, but on the off chance that they are, and they could really boink you in the butt, like no Vaseline. I'm just going to pay, taxes. I'm not going to, and again, taxes and fees, I hate paying them. Just part of life. Just my 2 cents on it. Wes says F the flippers. So Wes, I might be, but even if, when I say flip, I mean, long term, I don't know if I ever want to. The only reason why let's say the next one's going to be Thor. Let's say Thor, and I get a secret rare. Let's say it's $1,000, just, for easy sake. Let's say it's $1,000, and I can flip it, or let's say I get it for 1,000 on a Thursday. The market opens, let's say, on a Saturday, and I can flip it for, $3,000, because I know it's going to be worth 1,500 or 2,000 the next week, I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to rebuy it the next week. Again, that's just my strategy right now. I'm not going to just buy and sell and then just never. I'm going to acquire. All of these, all of the ones that I get that are like mine, that are my collection, everything that I have right now. The only way that I would sell, which would be really stupid on the buyer's part, if they say, "Oh, hey, you know what? I like your edition of the Ecto One, secret, ultra rare, whatever it is, and I want to pay, and I don't know the price of it right now. Let's say it's $200, and I say I want to pay $500 for that." I was like, "Okay, if you want, all right, pay me $500. I will go buy another one for 200, and then the three." That's the only way I would sell right now. I'm not selling just for the micro flip. I will only do that on drops. Again, I have really no insight on where these things that are going short term. Someone like Ray Fixie might, if he's saying like, well, if I see all of these Supermen at like, if I buy them up under 420, they might rise to 450, then he can make a profit that way. If you can, sure, because someone like him or just anyone with a lot of money can afford to buy a lot of gems at a heavily discounted price. 80 cent, like 20% off. So he can buy, 1,000 gems for $800. If he can do that, good for him. So someone like him that has really a lot of capital left, he can do those types of things. I just really here for the longer term. Longer term, I think everything in season 1. I think a lot of things with low mints. So anything that's series 2 Powerpuff Girls. But again, that season 1, especially that first drop, which maybe if someone wants to trade for it. Again, I don't want to sell any of mine, but that's going to be my next set I'm going to get probably in the next couple months. Noah Guitar says, at West, that's not nice, man. I was a flipper. It helped me get more gems. I don't want to own everything they put out, just the best things that I like. And that being said, I don't know Mermicorns. I don't know anything about Mermicorns. If that's the one that I have, I think it is. I just got to be sure. Yeah. The Mermicorn, I have zero idea who any of these characters are. But I got them because they were part of season 1. And just from my Pokemon days, that collecting standpoint, I know anything from the first season is probably going to be warranted or really coveted in the future. Just my opinion. Noah Guitar says, like Spider-Man, Superman, Jurassic Park, then who knows? Oh yeah, Pokemon. Go hate for Pokemon. The world will stop. I'll go bankrupt. Yeah, that we want to get those Pikachus. Outside of this, I think for my collecting, as far as long term, I'll get anything in season 1 and things that I like Spider-Man, Superman. I like Superman, and like Jurassic Park, Pokemon. So I'll get the collectibles that I like, and anything in season 1. After that, again, I got series 2. I got the hoverboards. I have some other stuff in season 2 because they were cheap to get, and the Comic-Con exclusives because again, long term. But the hoverboards that I got, the DeLoreans that I got. I didn't get those because it's for a long-term hodl, and I think those hoverboards are going to go to the moon. I got them because they were cheap to get, and having another set, on what I have 15 sets now, it just looks better. It looks better to have another set that I can get for cheap. Again, it's all clout. It's all so a lot of these things. Why people want to get 25, 30, I don't know how much you get for the Master Collector set, like 31, 32, whatever. It's just, a lot of it's for clout. Like, I don't know anybody, anyone that I know, like other content creators, other whales, that intimately know Jermaine Rogers and Back to the Future 2 and DC Bombshells and the Serial Killers. I don't know anyone that intimately knows every single one of these. I know a few of them. I actually know quite a bit of them. But like Adventure Time, sure. Powerpuff Girls, absolutely. Starfire, yeah. I don't even have Starfire yet, but I don't know all of these things so intimately that I'm going to want to spend all this money. It's mostly just for clout. And every whale, regardless of what they say, a lot of it's just for clout too. Just being real. It says flippers drive the price down, and flippers are the reason for 50% price drops. Short term, yeah. Flippers probably do that, because there's a lot of sell pressure. There's definitely a lot of buying pressure. Obviously, as soon as the market opens or as soon as the drop happens, everyone wants to buy it. And there's a lot of buying pressure at the top. as soon as the market opens, as soon as we're able to sell them, and that market pressure for buying, it's prime time for flippers. But just they could whatever they bought, they're just going to sell because they know a week later it's going to fizzle out. People are going to sell at a loss just so they can get the next drop, which is a little short-term thing in my opinion. Like I said, everything that I buy, I'm not going to sell unless I can get another one cheaper and then to buy more. But everything that I have in my own personal collection, I'm not selling. Noah Guitar says, or they buy up and set the floor. Yeah, that's true. Set the floor higher, sell for a profit. Noah Guitar says, just buy a couple things I think are low, then sell them a week or two, a month later for profit. Yeah, that's what I did with Pokemon cards as well. What says that Nomad? Just there are a lot of people not even collecting anything, just there to steal the drops and then sell. Yeah, and again, everything that I get on a drop, if I sell it, I'm gonna rebuy it back. Hey, what's up, E2 Mastermind? How's it going? Squid Cat says flippers will always be part of. If you're a hodler, if you're a hodler like myself, doesn't really matter what I like. I've been buying I don't care what Superman does. I have two of them. Like what I got with Spider-Man. Again, short term does it kind of hurt? That I could get one now for $2,000 when I spent $3,200 on one. Yeah, it does, and I did it to myself, so I have to just bite that bullet and be like, I fudged up. But long term doesn't really matter. I mean, long term we're all gonna most likely if we have $1 million or $2 Omi each, probably gonna when this hits $1, it's gonna be very, very nice. So the guy says, Wes, me too, never sold anything yet. Yeah, we're in very, very early. So it is, unfortunately, I become too attached. Yeah, I become too attached to them also, and that's the thing. Someone was talking to Gary Vee, or Gary Vee had said, be careful because with all of these different types of NFTs coming out, all these different projects, there's too much supply and not enough demand. And he's right. The market right now is not yet big enough to handle Akomi and Axes and Bored Apes and someone was just tweeting me before. What the heck was the name of it? I'm gonna go to Twitter. And I promise I have a point. And Harmonauts. A lot of what, and I've said this before also, most NFTs are going to be worthless in 5 years from now. Like 98% of them. The ones that are, again, the licenses. The licenses that we have here is why I'm all in on Akomi. Even like Logan Paul's thing, everything he touches, you make a lot of money. I don't even know if his game is like up yet, where you can, breed and all that. That is the NFTs there are just like, okay, it'd be a cool game. But when here, it's just beautiful. Again, these licensed NFTs are not something that any other company can try to buy. I mean, they can. It's gonna be very difficult now because again, like whoever you want, like make a dream team. Who do you want to try to get the licenses? Well, between Jeremy Pador, Alfred Arcon, Dave, Dan Carlin's, David Yoon, we have it. Like that's the dream team. Like this is America's dream team in 1992 and 1996. Like sending out all their professional basketball players. Like this is Karl Mailman Malone. This is Scottie Pippen. This is Michael Jordan. This is Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. We have the dream team. Like that's it. Nobody else is going to come in and try to get these licenses. They'll try. Facebook, and there's a couple people on my YouTube comments from the video I released yesterday or this morning saying why this will be worth hundreds of billions. Yeah, sure. Facebook and Amazon can Fusion Ha, and they could try to buy out Akomi. I don't think they will, because David and everyone at Akomi right now, they're already making tens of millions. They don't need people to buy them out. Again, if they did, it would have to be tens of billions of dollars each because they own a lot of Omi. What's a great way for them to not make their nice, 10, 20, 50 million, maybe 100 million each, maybe. What's a good way for them to become billionaires with a B? Like billionaire, like when you walk in the door, it is, I'm going to use Bobby Axelrod here, acute to being a girl with a nice rack or nice eyes. You know what everyone's looking at. Know what they want. How do they become billionaires? By giving utility to the token. And they already have they have billions of tokens, so half their work is already done. They already have that. How else do they get utility to the token? Okay, well, Veveverse. Okay, well, how are they going to do that? They start off with a game, something simple, something, again, Axes is something simple. It's fun, it's addicting, you want to do it, it's play to earn. So they might have something with that. They might have something with breeding, but again, they have the licenses. So again, Tap's interview with Reese, just go watch that. It's like an hour and a half long. If that doesn't make you more bullish, that's part of the reason for the video I did yesterday. There's nothing else that'll make you more bullish. Maxwell Cook says, flipping lucky is the only reason I have anything for my showroom. I flip the drops I don't want to put the gems into what I do want. Maxwell Cook says, hopefully you'll have enough gems for all your mentors once you get them. Actually, yeah, let's see. Let's see if Earth 2 has had any more, had any action. Let's see if I have any resources. No, I do not have any jewels yet for Earth 2. I'll check back in 20 minutes. Grandmaster Mala says, does your Revolut report to the IRS? Can you buy crypto with Revolut? I have zero idea. Does Revolut report? I don't know. I've never used them, so I have no idea. Maxwell Cook says they come with their own slots, depending on property size. Fill them with jewels to get them to 100%. Okay. Like I said, the jewels have utility. What are the jewel prices right now? I know they were at like 17, 18 cents. I think I checked yesterday, and you probably couldn't find jewels for under, 28 cents? Oh, I'm sorry. It's 26 now. And a lot of them are sand. Actually, all of these are sand, which is pretty interesting. And actually, they're Grandmaster Mawiles. Look at that. You know what, Grandmaster Mawile? You want to sell me some sand for 26 cents? Who am I to say no? Who am I to say no? You're welcome, Grandmaster Mawile. You are absolutely welcome. You're providing a service. You want to be the lowest on the market? That's fine. I will pay you, Grandmaster Mawile. You are. Oh, I can't buy that one. That one's already bought. Grandmaster Mawile, you are subscriber. You totally get the Chavez money today. You get the Chavez charm. I don't know how much of these I just bought. I think I just bought them all. Maybe not all of them. Well, whatever. I just gave you a couple bucks, so congrats. Foster Hill says only 910 existence, and with the 8.5%, people can only undercut one another for so long. Price will definitely jump up again eventually. Yeah, long term, agreed, 100%. That's why I have no issue spending $3,200 to get one for that secret rare. And the ultra rare, which I spent about $800 to get one, was actually a good buy for a little while. Let's see what we got here right now. Spider-Man for the ultra rare. I think now it's a little bit less, $724. But again, long term, all of these, in my opinion, again, especially a major one like Spider-Man. Spider-Man people have, one, they have deep pockets. Two, like people that's their favorite superhero. That's their favorite superhero for a reason. There is so much, like when you have, I grew up with Spider-Man, the 90s cartoon. Where Peter Parker was, I think, in college. He was older. He wasn't like the younger Peter Parker. But then you had the movie with Tobey Maguire. You had multiple movies, franchises. You have him with Tobey Maguire, with Andrew Garfield, and actually that Spider-Man and like this whole Far From like No Way Home thing looks so heckin' good. I think the cutscene in Doctor Strange 2, The Multiverse of Madness, with Wanda. I think that there's going to be Spider-Man's going to be in that, or there's going to be a cutscene, an after credit scene that links into Spider-Man. It's going to be so epic. I can't wait. I cannot wait for it. Spider-Man is probably one of, if not the most popular superhero on the planet. Maybe Superman or Batman, but Spider-Man is definitely the biggest in Marvel. He just is. Squeakcat says, Crypto, Earth 2, and VV kind of cured my spending problem. I doubled my money so far and still felt like I was spending like before I found them. Yeah, same thing. Like, again, it's a sickness. I have a issue with buying things because I want them. Like I put my head to something and I just want to get it. just what happens. No, guitar was WTF is a mentor. So mentors. Actually, let me go and I have this saved somewhere. I should have a bunch of them saved. Okay, so mentors, as per Thomas. Oh God, where are we at here? The moment you have a mentor in a specific property, that property will start generating ether. Ether is random. There is no specific rate like joules about big/small properties. The difference is that bigger properties will have more joule slots. Ether will randomly spawn, and when ether is detected, you will receive a notification message. At the present time, you can only collect ether and convert it into essence, which is an automatic process after collecting ether. And that's it. That's basically, in a sense, what mentors is. You need them to get ether, and ether turns into essence. Grandmaster Model says, which jewels are you going to use mostly for slotting? I don't know. Well, yours now, because I just bought them. So whatever jewels, I don't know. Whichever ones I have most of. Sand jewels, maybe. Crypto Keeper says, I bought a secret rare Ultraman 2D for $465 today. People sleeping on Ultraman. The Ultraman that I've been buying, or that I have, it's not a complete set because Edo is not out, or Ido, I think it's called. That first Ultraman set, what did you say? You said it was Ultraman 2D 465. That was from the second set. 2D secret rare. All right, so this is what you got. And it was, you got 465. Oh, nice. Cheapest now is 490. But let's take some 3800, and that was a secret rare. So yeah, that's probably going to be that's going to be the big one. That was also in season 1. But the Ultraman, the ones that I happen to have these 3. I did not go for any of the season 2 yet, or the series 2. I have these, and I'm ready to get Ido, EDO. So when that'll come out, I don't know. But actually, how many of them is there for Ido? That's going to be 1950. Not as big as Spider-Man, so I would expect him to be probably less than 1,000, which is nice. I can complete that set. Be good. Bad Hair Club says Bitcoin just hit 46,000 again. Hey, wouldn't it have been great if I had the 3 Bitcoin now instead of when no, because I bought a lot of these when it was Omi at 0.0024 and 22. So let's see what Omi's at now. I don't regret my mistake. I don't regret my decision, even if it did turn out to be a short-term mistake. Oh, it's at 0.00299, just below that 3 mark. All right, Omi utility. Here we go. I understand a lot of people's concerns, saying that okay, like we have announced Marvel. We even had a Marvel drop, and we've announced news of like Metaverse, Veverse. We have Altcoin Daily that mentions us a lot now. We literally have a partnership with Crypto RS, 420,000 subscribers, and we have people like Gary Vee know who we are. We're out there. Marvel and Spider-Man both retweeted us. Why isn't the coin going up? We were on a new exchange. All right, when new exchange? We have a new exchange. Why isn't the coin going up? To be honest, guys, it's probably going to need more utility for the token. Like we'd probably get Coinbase. I don't know how much of that is going to be helpful. You want to have utility. You want to have people burning this token, not just from the NFT sales, which are great. They're fantastic. But you want them spending Omi via game in-app purchases. So that's what. So I think that whatever whale is, or whales plural maybe, that is deciding to keep Omi down, is, I would say, good, because if Omi, let's say, is at a penny right now, let's say it's at a penny by the time, or let's say it's 2 cents by the time the metaverse happens, right? Okay, well, it'll still burn a lot, of Omi, but it's going to burn a lot more Omi, which is good for us in the long term if it's half a penny or even less by the time the VVverse comes out. So I will never sell just to keep the stock. I don't have enough to keep. Well, I mean, I guess I do. If I sold 89 million right now, yeah, it'd definitely tank the price. But um, like I said, I understand why whales that have, let's say, a billion OMI or more, why they would want to do that is because, okay, well, short term they could sell a couple, 10 million, 50 million to keep the price at the way it is. Because long term, if OMI gets massively burned in December, when the VVverse comes out, it's good for them. I mean, it's good for everyone, but it is good for them. So I understand that. And we do have a very real chance of the coin really not moving until that happens. Like, there's a real chance that even if Bitcoin goes to the moon, Bitcoin ETFs get approved and all that, and Bitcoin's at 100 grand by the end of the year, it's a very real chance that OMI is still right where it is up until the VVverse comes out. And then the whales will, and then it's going to be, oh my God, it's off to the heckin' races, because then the whales will be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. They'll let it ride then. But be advised, this happens in every single market. This happens in stocks. This happens in Bitcoin. I don't think that just because they're trying to keep it down short term, that it's going to happen. And again, they could just be doing it for trading. Oh, let me do a lot of massive buy orders up here. Let's tell people it's going to go to the moon, like it happened a couple months ago when it went to like 0.004 something. Well, we're right back down here at 0.00299 or 0.003. That does, but again, if Bitcoin is $100,000 by the end of the year, and OMI is the way this is right now, I'll sell half. I'll sell half my Bitcoin, and I'll buy more OMI. Like, 43 people just heard that. If Bitcoin is 100 grand by the end of the year, which I think it will be, and OMI is around the same price, let's say, I'll give you guys a range, 0.0025 to 0.0035. If it's in that range, I will sell half my Bitcoin and put all of that into OMI. Because again, that's how bullish I am on this long term. Again, short term, I don't care what this happens. I would love it. Like I said, if this goes to 0.0010, I'd sell my Bitcoin to get it then. But yeah, that's a promise I'm making to you guys. Because that's just, again, I believe in this long term. So time for my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. What's it gonna be? You're on the phone with the girlfriend, she's upset, she's going off about something that you said, and she'll never know your humor like I do. I'm in the room, it's a typical Tuesday night. Okay, now that we have that Taylor Swift Patreon member shout out of there. Ken says it's possible to buy it all, sell or trade some of your VV NFTs, and keep the ones you have the most convictions for. Not many people buy Pokemon sets, but they go for the big winners in each sets. Yeah, like when I started the Gym Challenge set, which at the time when I completed it, I was only one of three in the world, 3 people in the entire world to ever do so. I started because I love Blaine's Charizard. I've always loved Blaine's Charizard. Charizard in general, people love. Actually, if we're going to the original Pokemon, I love Venusaur more. I do. Venusaur, I love more just because I started with Bulbasaur. No rhyme or reason, just by chance, happened to pick Bulbasaur, fell in love with it, and just picked him always and forever, my blue version. So I have a connection with Bulbasaur, so Venusaur is my favorite. That being said, Blaine's Charizard was my favorite. Storytime, Pokemon Snap. I took a picture in Pokemon Snap in the fire one, like Fire Valley, whatever, Volcano Alley, whatever it's called, where you hit a Charmeleon with a Pester Ball, goes into the lava, evolves into a Charizard, and again, I'm like 9 years old at this time, breathes fire. I take a picture and I save it to that album, and I type in "I love you" to that specific album because it was awesome. I love that Charizard. Like, he's mine. Took a picture. I love you. So that's what I put. And if that, him breathing fire, is not the essence of when Blaine's Charizard came out in the Gym Challenge series, that was him. So I had to have him. And even when I grew up, had to have him. I got multiple of him. I still have 4 of them. Blaine's Charizard, first edition PSA 10. I still have 4 of them. And then after I got a couple of him, I was like, oh, well, I might as well get, Blaine's Arcanine, because Arcanine's really cool too, one of my favorite Pokemon. And then I thought, okay, well, let me get all of Blaine's Pokemon in there. And then I was like, okay, well, Giovanni has some really cool ones too. So and that's how it goes. I forget the actual topic on this. Yeah. So Ken, what Ken's saying is that start with your favorites and then it'll blossom into that, and you'll have people that just I don't know. Let's say they just love My Little Pony, and in the future they have My Little Pony. They're going to get all unicorns. Unicorn, mermicorn, all that. That's probably a stupid analogy. But that's just something that doesn't go for big winners in each set. Again, for people that just like collecting, there can only be 1,000 people to ever get that, or technically 910 people to ever get that secret rare Spider-Man. In the long term, that is stupid low amount of mint numbers. Stupid low. Because people that love Spider-Man, one, they have deep pockets, and two, it does not take that many people to really jack the price up. That's why Donnie, I'm very bullish on Donnie long term. What we got here? Omi Homie Mike Jack says, Bitcoin on fire, will Omi follow? It should. I mean, it probably should. All coins should. But again, because of what I said before with whales going along with this, trying to keep it down, it might not. And it would do me a great service. Again, I'm a long-term hodler. It would do great if Bitcoin gets 100 grand by the end of the year, which I think it will, and Omi stays the same price. Because I'll just cut Bitcoin in half, and then I'll have over 100 million Omi at that point, if that does happen. And if it does, great. If not, no big deal. I'm fine with 89 million. I do regret not buying more. So moving on. As what Cook says, the 2 confirmed drops is the comic and the Captain America line of Marvel Mighties. I will buy 500 gems worth of blind boxes for Cap, my favorite. See, someone like Max, just Cap's his favorite. Cap's one of my favorites too. Just because he's part of the reason why I went in the military. Like, that whole Civil War comic book line is so heckin' good. It was the writer's response to the Patriot Act and what happens when, government goes too far, and, how should you... It is really good. If you haven't read that whole Civil War comic book line, it is so good, and that's part of the reason why I went in the military, because to be someone like, hey, if you can get really high in the military and say, like, hey, this type of thing is not good, we should not do it. And I did that on war with Syria, and delayed it for a little bit, and then then got congressional, then we're good. That being said, it was a Captain America. I will also hold a special place in my heart. I will also go and try to get him as well on those blind boxes. So again, just letting you guys know what I'm doing. E2 Mastermind says, I've never bought an NFT. Well, I've spent a good $20,000 on them so far, but I'm not just going to buy like a Bored Ape. I'm not going to buy even the CryptoPunks NFTs that are worth millions now, or hundreds of thousands at least. I'm not going to buy any random NFT because it has to be licensed, has to be from somewhere. Now, if somebody makes that historic tweet, that first ever tweet, sure, maybe I'd buy something like that, because that's essentially art. That's history. Would I spend 20 grand on that? Well, I probably should. Could I? No, I don't think I could right now. But yeah, buying NFTs, they are the future. A lot of these, especially Series 1, anything Spider-Man, Secret Rare, Ultra Rare, and then Batman from the first set, that will all go up. Any Batman from that first set will go up. I will put my hand on whatever you want. In the long term, those will go up. Crypto THC says, why would someone invest in E2 scam? Because E2 is a legitimate game. I literally just bought Grandmaster Mawil's jewels on here a little while ago, so definitely not a scam. But that being said, let's see if I have any jewels. I do. I have claimed 5 jewels. That seems a little low to me, but I'm just thankful to be back into my account, and we'll check back later. Omi Homie Mike Jack says, when they get/announce Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, the battles with the VR AR glasses will be just to die for. I agree 100%. And when I say utility, I don't mean just the VR. Yeah, like, we might have a partnership with Apple. I mean, we already do have a partnership with Apple and Google saying, like, hey, let us be on your iOS and your Android Play Store. So we already do have that foot in the door in there with them. So if they're going to do a partnership with anyone in the metaverse, would it be with someone like Decentraland or My Neighbor Alice, or would it be with somebody that already has access to their? So it's going to be that. So when Apple Glasses come out, guarantee you the partnership, if they do have one, it's going to be with Veve, because again, like, they're already in that ecosystem. They already can already get it on the phone. And again, Apple has a vested interest in getting everyone that they know downloading the Veve app. Why? Because they get 30% of every dollar that's put in that app. So why would they not want to? Why would they not want to? They have their own, and same thing with Google. They have their own vested interest in getting every single person that they know to download this app and buy those NFTs, burn that OMI to get on this game. This is stupid undervalued. Again, when I think of this, that I should right now, like I said, I'm still trying to sell all my Pokemon cards to get more OMI. If I can do that, I will. The next Pokemon card sale I get, it will be going to buy more OMI. Maybe some to bills, but definitely towards OMI. So you have my word on that. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Battles with NFTs beat bananas. Air TV says, I did the exact same with Ghost Trap. I FOMO'd into it, sold it 1x Pride. Oh, yeah, I would not sell other NFTs for that. But oof. I mean, long term, it'll be good because that's the first NFT to interact with another NFT. So, yeah. Air TV says, sad time, but as long as you don't lock in your losses and believe 100% long-term investment. Ken says, which is the most valuable Batman NFT out on Veve? I'm not worried about mint numbers, but the design. I would say that Eddie Russo Batman. I know you're not worried about mint numbers, but that Eddie Russo Batman only has 1750 mint numbers. But that being said, that Eddie Russo Batman is only a first edition. The Todd McFarlane Batman, even though it has 7,500 of them, is a first appearance. So that one, I think that one has a lot more room to grow. At only 559. This one at 2,800 gems already. Again, I think it's amazing that you can get the first set ever for under 5K, and I will get that at some point. But more OMI first. Crystal Poindexter was at Ken. Hands down Todd. All right, so Crystal says Todd. Wubba says at Ken, Batman who laughs. He says Batman who laughs. Grandmaster Wallow says, when OMI goes to $1, it's is it going to stay there, or is it just going to peak there and go back down somewhere else? Well, there's going to be a lot of peaks and valleys, regardless of where the price is, whether it's $1, 50 cents, $3, 1 cent, 5 cents, where it is right now. There's going to be a lot of peaks and valleys. And for all I know, OMI could get cut in half again. It could get cut 80% again if we go into like a bear market. Who knows? Part of me hopes it does, because you know how much more OMI I could buy selling more Pokemon cards? A butt ton. But that being said, I do have I do want it to go up at some point, because I have so much of my net worth tied up in that. Kind of has to. So yeah, moving on. Maxwell Cook says, most valuable is Ed. Todd is common of the same set, coming in second though. Yeah, again, that whole first set. Gary O says, exactly, licenses and Dream Team. My point exactly, Gary O. Yeah, you're the man, recognize. Wobo says, oh, not valuable, but best design. Yeah. Maxwell Cook says, I want to know how much Marvel has made from the secondary market. Oh, probably a butt ton. I don't know, but probably a butt ton. Internet Hokehead says, once we officially have blind boxes for sale, Veve becomes top shot for pop culture. Pretty major, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Again, you have people for NBA Top Shot, that cool people that are into sports, spend their money to get these random moments, which are fine. They're cool. But this is nerd culture. Nerd culture, just, what are the biggest box office movies? Not about sports. Even though I love Moneyball and I love, good sports movies, same as the rest. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy and I love comic books. I'm nerd. I'm wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt. I have a bunch of nerd tattoos because I love nerd stuff. What we got here? Star Helix says, yo, Randy, not sure. Oh, what up, Star Helix? Why, thank you. Mr. Loch Ness says, even though you lost money on the secret rare, you're still in the real Randy Chavez to me. Oh, thanks, man. And again, I didn't lose money because I didn't lock in my losses. I would not do that for. Yeah, I just would not do that. Ken says, thanks at Crystal Poindexter. Squidcast says, I slotted all my Mentars to get 100% ether detection. Nice. And short term, it's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Let me go to Earth 2 and see what I can do here. Because I did buy a lot of Grandmaster Mawiles stuff. Go to slotting. Resource, Antarctica, 52%, description. Okay, all right. What am I going to do here? Actually, how do I... Oh, I have to drag them down? Oh, man, it's going to be a pain. It's going to be a pain to have to drag down. Well, I literally have like pages and pages of water. So I guess I'll put some water tiles on here. Actually, I can't do it. I think I need an actual slotting. Okay, here we go. Antarctica. All right. Yep. All right. So that's how you do it. You click on one of these guys, and it'll say selling or slotting. I'm gonna put slotting, and then it gives you a choice. I just did the top one in Antarctica. Said okay, and now I have two that is gonna slot. So I'd have to put a lot of these to get a lot of essence. So I'll do that in the future, and maybe tomorrow morning when I have the stream, I'll go and say like, hey, these are the ones that I did. That being said, Grandmaster Wawa, if you have more of those, I'll buy more. Maxwell Cook says that squid. That's what I was trying to tell him. Quachoto says, hello homies, hello Randy. Oh, what's up Quachoto? Howdy. Bobo says, maybe pick up an ultra rare Spidey if it dropped more. I should. No, I can't. I can't right now. I don't have the gems. I don't have the. I don't have the funds right now. Let's see a secret rare Spidey. See what it's at. Oh, 2K. Oh, I wish. Quachoto says, hello homie. Hello Randy. What's up Quachoto? Crystal Poindexter says, at Ken, Riso is probably the most expensive floor. It's 2.8. Yeah. For Batman, yeah, that's again, I'm gonna get him at some point. Tadai also says you got to be greedy to buy more crypto to build wealth. That's also true. Why I'm getting rid of these Pokemon cards that I love right now is because I have a vested interest. I could go and buy more Omi, and that's gonna get me literally a million Omi. God, and this becomes a dollar again, and I realize that's years away, but even if it 10x's right now, if I take if let's say my Blaine's Charizard, the last one I sold is 5,900. If I sell the next one for $5,000, and I get a million Omi with it, okay. So I maybe I don't take. I lose that extra $900. Short term. Long term, pew to the heckin' moon. So maybe you're right. Maybe I'll go on eBay right now and I'll make I'll do offers. So on eBay, if you go to what's selling, and I'll do it right now live for all of y'all to see, where I have it for $57.50 or best offer. If I go to my offers that I've completed, the lowest one was $4,800. I'm not going to sell for $4,800, but I will go and I'll say I will send an offer out for 52. Oh God, that is so low. That is so low. I do not want to sell for that because out of the $52.50, I'm not going to get. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go $57.50 right now. I'm going to go for $53.50. That's stupid low. That is stupid low. I'm just going to go $5,400. I'll review that offer at $5,400. Maybe they'll counter with $5, and I'll take the $5. But out of that $5,000, maybe I get $4,200, give or take. So I sent that offer to 6 buyers, and out of that, I can buy a million more Omi. So I will do that. And actually, I can do relatively the same thing with a Masaki promo, $52.50, and I will send an offer right now for $5,000. And if it works, great. If not, if they counter with like 40, man, I would hate to sell for $4,500. They counter for $47.50, I'll take it. Jolteon, this is stupid undervalued. So this Jolteon is a Japanese play promo, and this Jolteon if you had a certain amount of points in this play promo, you got this card. You could only get that if you in Japan when you had that. Moving on, Ginferno, how's it going? Robert M says, do you use OMI tokens to buy NFTs? I always wondered how that worked. You can. There is a place, if I go on the Veve app and profile's Chappy Cat and Chappy Cat 5. I probably should change it to the real Randy Chavez. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. If you go to wallet, I only have 113 gems in there. But it says an OMI balance. So if you go to send and receive on that OMI balance, right? Yeah. There's a QR code, and that's the address. So if you want to donate some OMI, by all means, go and donate some OMI. And you can send that there as like a tip or whatever. So yeah, I could send some OMI there if I wanted to. But if I put OMI in this account right now, I'm gonna spend it. Like I know myself. I know I'm an addict. I'm gonna spend it. So I'm not going to. That could be like a fun bet for you guys. Like, oh, let me send him, a couple $100 worth of OMI, and then have like a bet and say like how long before he spends it. Like, be Squidward. I'll give him 11 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, that's rip. Noah Guitar says, you're a good, honest man, Randy. You should become an escrow, charge like 5%, connect people who want to sell NFTs for cash or OMI or whatever. I'd send you an NFT and trust that you trust. Yeah, I'd do that with you as well. You've been here for long enough. And because I'm a big name at least in the OMI community, in the Veve OMI community, I would have to be honest. Like, because then if it comes out that I'm like a scammer, it's like, oh, give me the NFT. All right, I'm gonna block you now. Then that, again, I would never be able to do business again. And again, I would never do that, even if for like a Donnie, even for something that's, $30,000. I'm not gonna, a one-time try to scam someone just for $30,000, like, because that's one, like my career in like YouTube would be over, and two, like I don't need the money. That's the wrong thing to do. So yeah, good looks on that, Nomad. Lucas says, we need a board on your wall behind you with all your predictions and promises. I probably should do that. I should get a whiteboard. I'll get one tomorrow. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Grandmaster Mall says, I bet the people who think COVID doesn't exist are the same people who think Bitcoin doesn't exist. We're just buying fiat coin. There's a weird, in Italy, 8% of people do not believe COVID's a thing. Like, they just don't believe in it. I was like, I could understand, like, even if I don't believe in it, I could understand that some people would be like, yeah, this is a man-made virus and it was made to get Trump out of office. Like whatever. Like, I don't believe that. But if someone were to make an argument, they could probably make an argument saying, well, based on this, and, Wuhan was, we had gain of function research that, Fauci had provided. Because of that, this, and this happened, and money going this way. They could probably make it look like that, yeah, it was made to just get Trump out of office. Maybe if they're really good at filmmaking. Again, not that I would believe that. Anything's possible. But to have you say, like, COVID's not a thing, like, it's not real, like, come on. 8% of people in Italy don't believe it's real. I don't believe that. The source of that is, who's the tax guy, an Asian tax guy, and it is Clear Value Tax. Clear Value Tax, he does, I subscribe to him, he does updated videos every day about just infrastructure bill, stimulus checks, and all that. Like, that's what he does. And in one of his videos, again, his facts are just laid out. That's what he said, 8% of people in Italy do not believe COVID's a thing. And I was like, oh my God. Moving on. Dylan says, Randy, I've gone back to work and missing your videos has been the worst part. Oh no, it's okay, Dylan. I'm here in your heart, in the hearts and minds of yourself and the working class, Dylan. Ermas Wallace says, if you ever sell the set, are you going to sell the whole as a set? Or well, I'd probably never sell. Because again, the only reason I'm selling these Pokemon cards right now is to get more OMI and is to get more capital. And I will absolutely be buying even the Trophy Kangaskhan that I might have to pay at some point $1 million for. Maybe not that. That's a lot of money. But everything else, Yes, I will get back, and I'll have a room in whatever house. Like at some point, I will probably get a house because I'm gonna have a lot of stuff. But yeah, these collectibles I have no reason to sell. The reason that I'm selling these Pokemon cards is for Omi. Like when Omi goes to the moon, I'm not gonna have a reason to sell any of these. I'd only buy more. One, because they don't take up space in the house. They don't take up space anywhere. They're just right on my phone, right on the tablet. And two, because you're going to be able to do stuff with these in the Veveverse, and I want to do stuff with these in the Veveverse. It'll be fun. Noah Guitar says, at Dylan, that's why Randy needs to start streaming at like 8 p.m., not 10. We have jobs, Randy, or we're drinking to sleep. So I do stream at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we got Ken with $5 super chat saying, I'll go for the Todd M Batman. Let's go. Get that, Ken. You get that bread. You go and you get that. Like I said, I will get 1 million Omi first, bringing me up to 90 million at some point. I don't know when. And then I will go after that. I will get the Batman NFT set. So that's my promise to you guys. Laying down the groundwork, exactly what I'm doing. But thank you, Ken, for that $5 super chat. Let's get this bread. Let's get it. I don't know where I was over here. Oh yeah, so no matter. Oh god, sorry, I almost dropped my water. I do stream at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I was streaming at 10:15 in the morning, 10:15 at night, but 10:15 in the morning wasn't working for a lot of people. They asked, and the 12:15 one. Maybe I'll do a poll. 12:15 and then streaming again at 8, because I don't like to infringe on Guidebook Gaming, because Guidebook Gaming goes and they stream at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's why it's at 10:15 right now. If they were not around, if they were not doing what they're doing, I'd probably stream at like 8:30, 9. But they are doing what they're doing, so I can't. Just because I don't want to take away from that audience, even though that I'm sure only a couple, it probably overlaps only a couple of people that are there now at this point. Even though they all know who I am, they all know, like, because I'm a big voice in E2 as well. I don't want to take any away from their audience also. So if at some point they decide to change the stream or they decide to stop, but they've been doing that stream before I've been doing my stream, even though I've created videos beforehand. Yeah. Daddy Dollars says, what's up, Randy? Meow, meow. Don't forget about me when you come to Florida, my guy. Absolutely, Daddy Dollars. I'm trying to think when I'm going to go to Florida. Well, the girlfriend, I think, as of right now, is not going to go to Florida anytime soon. I think she has said that she is going, oh, I got a best offer received here. Ooh. Actually, I'll get to that in a second. So Daddy Dollars, she's going to stay in New York, which means I'm going to stay in New York for the next year. She has to be out by September 1st in her place, so she has decided to stay in New York, I think. And with that, I'll stay with her for the most part. Or the times, two options, when I won't, is if Long Island decides to be super draconian and say, like, hey, show me your papers in order to do anything, like vaccine, which I have no issue getting at some point, the vaccine. If they say go and show me your papers, I'm not going to cede to those to the dictates of that federal and provincial government of just saying show me your papers. That's just not happening. Not flying. So I will go to Florida for that. Or if the Farmer's Almanac comes out and says we're due for a heavy winter, lots of snow, here I come, Florida. Not dealing with that in here, New York. Not up in here. But either way, whatever comes, even if it's on vacation, I'll let you know, Daddy Dolls. Message me, and I forget your exact location in Florida. We'll go from there. Oh, so I did get an offer, $1,900 for Blaine's Arcanine First Edition BSA 10. It's a nice card. I think that is incredibly undervalued. And here's how I do it in the Pokemon world. We all live in a Pokemon. All right, Blaine's Arcanine First Edition PSA 10. That has... Let's take it a step further. PokemonPrice.com will let you know exactly how many mints there are, how many First Edition PSA 10. So Blaine's Arcanine First Edition has 147 PSA 10 copies of this. And if you don't want to pay the $2,000 plus $3,000, whatever, for one of these, then you can pay literally like $500 for a PSA 9, or you can get a PSA 8 for like a $100 to $200, or you could get this same thing without the first edition stamp, same artwork, just doesn't have that first edition stamp, and you can get it for much less. So 147 of those, and if I look at the most recent sales, okay, come on. Why is it not going to grade? All right, that's not doing a thing, so I'll X out of that real quick. I have the cheapest one on eBay already at $2,200. The next cheapest below me is $3,000, I think. No, I'm sorry, $2,700. So right now I kind of got this guy by the cojones. But do I want to? Do I want to sell for $1,900? $1,900 doesn't get me a million Omi, but it's a start. It is pretty close. Selling messages. I have an offer. Let me know what I should do. Comment down below what I should do. Whether I should sell for the $1,900 or I should decline them. Let me know. What do we got here? Oh man, I completely forgot where I was. Dylan says, yeah, 4 AM comes early. Sorry, Dylan. Grandmaster Wallace says, did you meet any questionable characters in the military, like any John Wall? Yeah, there was a couple of people. I'm not going to say any names or whatever, but some of the people that some of them are just weird. Well, this one dude, I don't even know if I could say his name. I wouldn't. He always seemed a little weird. And my one friend, Jericho, he's always like, he said like from basic training. I didn't know him in basic training, but he had always said like, yeah, I said from basic training, that kid, he was in my flight, not going to make it in the military. This kid was a little weird, but again, so were a lot of people in the military. He had a wife that had, when he was deployed, I don't know what the issue was with money, but she had gone to like the neighbors saying like, hey, I don't have any money. Can you like give me some money for like diapers for my baby? So first of all, the baby that he was raising was not his. Like that was an Asian. He was white as the day is long, and that was an Asian baby. So I don't know what was going on. And then something happened where he just got arrested because something inappropriate happened with him and I guess an underage, like very underage minor. Like it was not good. It was not good. But I had known him and he was a little weird, but he, worked and it was fine. And that's the thing that gets me. It's like, I would never suspect that he was like this like weird like pedo guy, but he was, and that like really freaked me out. I was just like, wonder if there are like others like that I've worked with that are just like that. And I don't mean, and this wasn't like oh, you know what, she was 16 but she looked like she was 25 and they met in a 21 and over club and she had a fake ID. It was not like it like this. It was a younger, and it was awful. But he's like military prison. Thankfully, he's gone now. But yeah, I do remember that dude. I know his face. I know his name. And in my military buddies, we'll probably talk about, we'll probably not talk about it. But yeah, that was weird. But it is time for an hour Patreon member shout out. For Patreon member shout out, I guess I was talking about Pokemon before. Let's go. On the road, far from home, you don't have to feel alone. Brave and strong, together we will be. It's our destiny. We will be heroes. Can change the world if we try. All right, that was from Battle Dimension, I think. Yeah, all right. Maxwell Cook says, I can't wait for Veve to finish making the physical NFT displays. I would love to put one of my Mondo posters in my house. That'd be pretty legit. Maxwell Cook says, if I learn anything from this super hype drop, buy popular collectibles that are on a super discount and sell back after the hype drop when the price goes back up. Yeah. If I wanted to just flip like I did with Pokemon, Spider-Man, that secret rare Spider-Man. It would be that Eddie Russo Batman. Yeah, anything with low mints, just hype. Grandma's Wall says, I do think we're going to see a market downturn later this year. A lot of people do. It's very possible. Grandma's Wall says, not just crypto, but the stock and how. Yeah, that's possible with the stock market as well. September, maybe. Well, it's right around the corner, so we'll see. Ooh, excuse me. Berber says, there's a few accounts manipulating prices to get people to undercut to buy them out on the secret rare Spider-Man. If there are, we're not getting my Spider-Man. I got mine. Not getting any mine. That is mine. If it drops like super low, maybe I'll get another one. But again, I want to get that. I want to get that Batman lockdown first. B says, why you got your nails painted? So it started. Story time. It started last summer when there was no electricity on my block for like a while. And the guy I lived with had a daughter who we played video games with. We would play like, Among Us. I'd watch her play like Roblox or whatever. She would watch me playing like Super Mario 3. And there was no electricity, so she had no video games. There was no iPads. We would play Wii all the time. There was nothing. So we would play Uno. And I was kicking her ass in Uno. And I was like, yeah, if you beat me one game, I'll, let you paint my nails, whatever. Because I beat her like 4 games in a row, like destroying her. And then I lost. And then she painted my nails, and then I had painted nails when I was doing videos for a while, and everyone's like, hey, I like the nails. Like, thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks. And then, so I just keep doing them now. I do them every time they get not good, and then I'll do them again. Star Helix says, Brandy, I applied to work at a collectibles grading company near me locally. Can you rub Dashy's head for good luck? Absolutely, Star Helix. All right, you're seeing Dashy without the hat on. Oh, yeah, rub that head. Good for Star Helix. Good for Star Helix. Thanks, Dashy. No problem. There you go. My knee. It burns. Grandmaster Mawa says, I'm going to post some more jewels, just no blacks. You want to keep the black jewels? Understand 100%. VV Darklink says, need that secret rare to complete the Spidey set. Gonna have to wait till Friday. Payday. Yep. I hope it stays low for you. And I hope you're able to get that. Ooh, my body. And I hope you're able to get that at a cheap price. Wubba Wubba says, do you use insurance or something when shipping these out? So scary shipping thousands of dollars. Another reason why VV is awesome. No shipping. Yeah, VV, this, like I said, this is disrupting collectibles. Why I put so much money into it. Usually postal service is only up to like $5,000. So I'll ship a lot of my cards that are up there, but if it's more than that, it usually has to be UPS or FedEx. And then if it's a large ticket item, like I have to do in person. Like the $70-something thousand deal that I did, like a month back, that had to be in person. The Trophy Kangaskhan deal, that had to be in person. I was not shipping that. There was no way I was ever gonna get that be lost in the mail. Like, I'm thankful that the person was in Colorado and not in like Italy or like Australia, because I would have had to fly there. Oh, and again, that's what I would have done for Omi at the time. So yeah. Grandmaster Wallace says, I wonder if children in sub-Saharan Africa take Omi donations. Probably not. And again, so at the end of the day, and I might make a video about this, I might not. With the money that you would do for Omi, well, what do I want to do? Like, you can literally influence some of the world if you have millions of dollars. Like, maybe a million, probably not. Maybe, but tens of millions probably, and definitely hundreds of millions. You definitely can. Well, how do I do that? How do I, influence the world? Well, you have to take a look at, well, what do you want to do? What are some of the things that, I guess, not the economy, the environment. It's really hard to gauge what we're doing now, how it'll have an effect, because I think Jordan Peterson did a study on it saying that we don't actually have an idea, like what could be good. Okay, well, what could be good is getting internal combustion engines off the road, and so that's why I invested in Tesla back in the day. So if you want to say environment, you would say like, okay, well, what is good for the environment? Less taking carbon out of the ground and putting it into the atmosphere is probably not good. Like that is, we could all probably say like that is not a good thing to do. But if you didn't have coal, well, what did you have to do? Well, you would have to burn wood. You would have to burn, and you'd probably want to burn coal as opposed to that. But there are more trees now in the northern hemisphere than there were 100 years ago, and a lot of people would think differently. They'd say, "Oh, well, people always cutting down, deforestation and all that." Well, a lot of it is because people burn coal, but also because it's because of lumber yards. Every tree that they chop down, they have to plant 2 new ones. So it's really, really good. So lumberjacks are really good for the environment, because for every tree that they chop down, they have to plant 2 new ones. And for people like Mr. Beast also, that Million Tree Initiative. I don't know. I think I only put $100 to that. But for me it'd be animals. And you guys, friends, I don't want to say they'll come and go. Although they will. Money will only buy you so much happiness. It will. I can buy pretty much whatever I want. I could on a house, I can do whatever, but I'm happiest when I'm with friends. I'm happiest when I'm just sipping a daddy soda, listening to good music, and I'm with friends. I would be so happy if all of us right now were just in a bar and we were just sipping on ginger whiskey and listening to good tunes. Again, that's just me. Some people, they like to go a little harder than that. Some people like to do hard things. But that doesn't cost you a lot of money. It doesn't. After the money you get to keep the bill collectors away and pay for your housing and pay for rent, it's okay, money does not buy you happiness after that. It buys you so much a sense of security and doing what you want to do, but whether you have a couple 100,000 like me, or you have a couple million, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. It really doesn't. When I had an excess of 50,000 versus now a couple 100,000, the happiness doesn't really, the happiness factor didn't change. That's all on me. That's okay, did I work on myself more? Did I go and I learn a skill? Did I get better at something? Or am I doing something positive for the world? I don't know, this is not an Omi or 2 thing. I think we're just chatting here. I would say that definitely helping animals, and you have to also decide you're going to have a lot of money. If you have a couple million Omi, 10 million, you're going to have a lot of money. Decide how you want to spend it. I want to do it. Say, is it going to help the world? Is it going to help animals? I also want to have vested interest, and I guess making sure that America stays on top, because China is going to be a real issue with having. They're going to be the main GDP. They're going to have the main a lot of money in there because they have a lot of people. So the U.S. either has to be really innovative, or they have to do something like approve that Bitcoin ETF, and maybe we could sway decisions. We call it congressman, something like that. Grandma says you could be the Mark Hall patron of NFTs. Yeah, maybe I could. There's definitely people, like I said, Ray Fixie, that has so much more than I do. There's people that have CryptoPunks and all that. Grandmaster Wow says, Brian, I love his channel. He's one of the CPAs on YouTube I trust. Yeah, Brian's really good. The Clear Value Tax Guy is awesome. Bobo says, well, people still believe Earth is flat and that drinking bleach kills COVID. Well, bleach kills everything. So drinking bleach will probably kill COVID. It'll probably kill yourself as well. Definitely don't do that. Definitely don't do that, because bleach will kill everything. Ken says, I'll go for that. Oh yeah, and thank you, Ken, for that super chat saying to go for the Todd and Batman. Let's get this bread, Omi. Slava says, buying for Omi on Veve is coming soon. Yeah, buying for Omi on Veve is coming soon. That gem to fiat, gem to Omi, Omi to everything else. I agree. Frankie Boy says, free stock tip, Randy. Hut 8 option. Buy a call for end of 2022 at the $5 strike price. It will pay a ton by the end of the year, and you have the ability to cash out anytime you want and buy Omi. Well, I'm going to take a picture of that and send that to my friend Dan, who's really, really good at these things. No, that's Daryl. Stock tip from a subscriber. He's got to look at my ugly mug now. But yeah, that's I'll let him know, and we'll decide what to do. I'll let you know how it goes. Daddy Dollar says, "What up, Randy Meow Meow? Don't forget me when you become Florida." Yeah, absolutely, Daddy Dollars. We're gonna have these awesome drinks. We might get tattoos together. I don't know. Let's. The night is young. Frankie Boy says it's a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Canadian mining company. It's gonna be just as big as Riot and the others. Got me thinking that I want to get back in the stock game. Yeah, if Dan wants to go long on that, if he wants to do it, I might split it with him. I don't know how much it'll cost, but I'll let you know. If we make money on it, I'll take care of you as well. All right, Frankie Boy. Kurtan55 says, "What's good, Randy? What's good, Kurtan55? We're all just here. We're just chilling, hanging out. Had a good day today. And then I'm deciding right now if I should sell this Blaine's Arcanine First Edition PSA 10 at $1,900 when it's definitely worth a lot more. Yeah. Grandma's Wall says, "Are you legal, Randy? Show me your papers." I am absolutely legal. I have military ID and a driver's license. I don't know where they are at this point. I don't know where my wallet is. Ah, it's over there. But yeah. Sturgis Steel says, "I tried to get a Spider-Man NFT, but they sold out." Yeah. Bad times. Bad times for all of us. Starhawk says, "Decline. You can always get way more." I can get way more for that. But money in hand, again, that money in hand, that will not get me $1 million only. That money in hand will, if I were to do that, might just go to bills, which again, right now I'm actually not making a lot. Right now it's literally only like the last check I got was $1,400 today, I think, for my aging receivables. So I'm not getting that much. Today's Monday, right? Yeah, it's a Monday. I'll show you real quick what it was today. And my main account, which is not that much money. Yeah, so I'll just make sure nothing crazy here. We got a yeah, it's $1,400 today. You see that 14 hundo? All right, below my nails. So that's what I've gotten. It is not a lot each week, but it is something. At least pays bills, keeps lights on, all that, keeps me fed. So that $1,900 that I would get for that, yeah, it would help, I guess. I mean, rent's only $1,400 a month, so. Meh. Gaspar says decline. Abe McGee says yes, they are gel nails. So I got a bunch of declines here. So people saying decline. Star Hero says thanks, Randy Dash. No problem. Hey, what's up, Brendan Z? How's it going? So I wonder what we'll see in a drop this week. I think we have the blind boxes, and I think Captain America. I'm not sure. Like I just heard that in jest. Don't quote me on that. Brendan Z says in the Veveverse we will, 100%. Roland Rice says, "What up, Randy? How you doing, brother?" I'm doing well, Roland. I'm doing quite well here. We're just hanging out. We're just talking. Brendan Z says, "Randy, do you think the professor from season 1 Powerpuff with 450 editions would be worth getting rid of so I can get the secret rare Spidey and complete the set? I would hold long term either way." What professor from? Hang on one second. Because if I'm remembering this correctly, the Professor Utonium is not from season 1, unless I'm really derping here. Now your Professor from series 2. What the heck was it? Professor Utonium is an uncommon. Only 450 of them. But there's only 1,000 Spider-Man. That's hard. That's hard. I think long term, I would say Spider-Man. I would say long term Spider-Man is probably your best bet, even though there's more than double the amount of secret rare Spidey as there are of Professor Utonium. I would say that because I just would just call it a gut feeling. Call it because Professor Utonium is an uncommon as opposed to a secret rare, and the big one in that set is Donnie. That's the big one, but also that's series 2. Series 1, is a bit easier to complete. But a lot of people, they would probably go for him and Bubbles before they would go for Professor Utonium. Bubbles is a common, and Bubbles is already worth more. Actually, not worth more. It's 1.2. Professor Utonium's at 1.6. But Bubbles has 600. Professor Utonium has only 450. Oh, that's a lot. Honestly, Bubbles is probably undervalued as well. There's only 24 in the market as well. Yeah, I think that Bubbles is pretty undervalued in my opinion. Again, just my opinion though. Moving on. So yeah, I would say if that were me, I would go and opt for Spider-Man, as a long-term hodl. Ken says decline, and hopefully the site allows you to counteroffer. It does allow me to counteroffer. What did I have it at beforehand? eBay was coming in at. Now I go to selling, new offers. I have at 2,200 or best offer. Now, that being said, I also have 4 of these guys. I have 4 of them. So, I could, it's not like this is the last one I have. I have 4 of them. I don't know what to do. You got multiple people saying decline. I'm going to decline. It says Senate just rejected that crypto amendment tonight. Oh, thank God it's only one of these. But let's see what we have as far as Cash App. It's held its ground. I don't see any big sell-offs happening right now. We'll watch it. See what's going on. Renzi says, my grandma got COVID today. Best luck to your grandma, and whatever doctors say, whether it's zinc pack, whatever it is, vitamins, rest, water. Hope your grandma gets better. She was already sick, but rest was confirmed today. Test confirmed today. Okay, well, hopefully, if she was already sick and then this, maybe she can fight it off. So best wishes to the grandma. So a quick prayer. Make sure that she's okay, recovers nicely. Internet Hokair says, Omi Homies will be the best post-moon community, no doubt. Yeah, and I really want to see, everyone make a lot of money. I want to see everyone, even if they're not, millionaires or decamillionaires. Yeah, 100,000-aires is fine. Like, I'm living a very nice life for, 100,000-aire, you could do pretty much whatever you want anyway. Frankie says Papa John's pizza is the best. Wait a minute. Did I mention Papa John's before? Because I had some Papa John's, not today, but yesterday and the day before. And yeah, good times. Bad times, but good times. Sturgis Steel says, how do you keep track of when NFTs drop on Veve? They'll just follow Veve on Twitter. They'll let you know. And they'll come out with, just follow them on Twitter, hit the notifications. Hit the notifications from me, by the way, as well. Because I usually make videos pretty quickly. Crystal Poindexter says Steel, they post on Twitter and Veve Medium. Yeah. So that's probably the best rate. Guys, I will be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I will go and... Oh, sorry about that. I will go and... stream at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then at night, I'm not sure when, because I am going to go see Suicide Squad tomorrow. No spoilers. And then Daddy Dollars says, is that time for new video? All right, so Daddy Dollars has a new video out. Is augmented reality overrated? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stop this stream, and I'm going to go watch his video, because I'm really curious about what he has to say. So... everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. So things to watch that I'm going to watch after this is the Daddy Dollars Augmented Reality Overrated. I'm going to watch that. I might rewatch that Taps interview with Reese, because that was so awesome, getting me so pumped. My eyes just went gray for a second. I'm good now. Thank you guys for 20 likes. That means the world. I will catch you all later. All right. Actually, we'll do one more Patreon member shout out, because it's almost 90 minutes into this anyway. What should it be? If you ever feel like an outcast, you don't have to fit into the format. Ain't no way to be broken together, so am I. I love Ava Max. I just completely butchered that song. I apologize. I love you guys. I'll catch you all later. All right, bye. Meow, meow, meow. Thank you, guys, for the super chats. Those mean the world. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow.
Wow. Wow.